Strengthening the Immune System to Reduce Cancer Risk. Updated, December 24, 2025 by Dr. Mohammed Hossein Hariri ASL. Time to read, 12 minutes, 32 views, no comments. Table of Contents. Video on how to strengthen your immune system. 1. Immune surveillance and cancer biology. 2. Nutritional factors influencing immune competence. Nutrition, foods associated with cancer risk reduction. 3. Physical activity as an immunomodulator. Aerobic versus non-aerobic exercise in cancer prevention. 4. Psychoneuroimmunology, stress and sleep. Meditation and stress reduction. 5. Lifestyle risk factors and immune suppression. Chronotype, circadian rhythm, and cancer risk. Selected medical references, for transparency and credibility. The immune system plays a fundamental role in identifying and eliminating abnormal cells that may contribute to cancer development. Although cancer prevention cannot be guaranteed through immune enhancement alone, substantial scientific evidence indicates that immune competence influences cancer risk. Lifestyle-related factors such as nutrition, physical activity, sleep quality, and stress regulation affect immune surveillance and inflammatory balance. Understanding these relationships allows individuals to adopt evidence-based behaviors that may support immune health and reduce long-term cancer risk. Video on how to strengthen your immune system. 1. Immune surveillance and cancer biology. The concept of immune surveillance describes the immune system's capacity to detect and eliminate emerging malignant cells before they proliferate. Key immune components, including cytotoxic T lymphocytes and natural killer NK cells, are involved in recognizing tumor-associated antigens and initiating targeted immune responses. Impairment of immune surveillance has been associated with increased cancer incidence, particularly in immunocompromised populations. According to the National Cancer Institute, NCI, reduced immune function may allow mutated cells to evade detection, increasing the likelihood of tumor initiation and progression. A tumor forms when normal cells undergo genetic mutations that disrupt the usual controls on cell growth, division, and programmed cell death, apoptosis. These mutations may arise from DNA replication errors, exposure to carcinogens, chronic inflammation, or inherited genetic factors. As regulatory mechanisms fail, affected cells begin to divide uncontrollably and evade immune surveillance, leading to the accumulation of abnormal cells. Over time, these cells may acquire additional mutations that promote sustained growth, resistance to cell death, and the ability to stimulate new blood vessel formation, resulting in a mass of tissue known as a tumor. 2. Nutritional factors influencing immune competence. Adequate intake of micronutrients is essential for optimal immune function. Vitamins A, C, D, and E, along with minerals such as zinc and selenium, contribute to immune cell differentiation, antioxidant defense, and inflammatory regulation. Diets rich in plant-based foods provide bioactive compounds that support these processes. In contrast, chronic consumption of ultra-processed foods and excessive caloric intake have been linked to systemic inflammation and immune dysregulation. The World Health Organization, WHO, recognizes unhealthy dietary patterns as modifiable risk factors for both cancer and immune-related disorders. Nutrition, foods associated with cancer risk reduction. Below is a carefully worded, evidence-aligned list suitable for an academic article, avoiding absolute or misleading claims. These foods do not cure cancer on their own. However, scientific research suggests they may support immune function, reduce inflammation, inhibit carcinogenic processes, or complement conventional cancer prevention and treatment strategies. Garlic contains organosulfur compounds, e.g., allicin, linked to reduced risk of gastrointestinal cancers. Broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables, rich in sulforaphane, which may support detoxification of carcinogens. Turmeric, curcumin exhibits anti-inflammatory and anti-proliferative properties in laboratory studies. Green tea, high in catechins, EGCG, associated with antioxidant and anti-tumor activity. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries contain polyphenol that reduce oxidative stress and DNA damage. Tomatoes, a major source of lycopene, linked to lower prostate cancer risk. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, provide folate and carotenoids essential for DNA repair and immune health. Onions, rich in quercetin, which may inhibit cancer cell growth in experimental models. Mushrooms, shiitake, maitake, reishi, contain beta-glucans that enhance immune surveillance. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, high in omega-3 fatty acids with anti-inflammatory effects. Citrus fruits provide vitamin C and flavonoids that support immune defense mechanisms. Legumes, lentils, chickpeas, beans, high in fiber, associated with reduced colorectal cancer risk. Whole grains, improve gut health and reduce chronic inflammation. Nuts, especially walnuts, contain antioxidants and healthy fats linked to reduced cancer-related inflammation. Extra virgin olive oil, rich in polyphenol that may inhibit tumor-promoting pathways. 3. Physical activity as an immunomodulator. Regular physical activity exerts immunomodulatory effects by enhancing circulation, improving metabolic regulation, and reducing chronic low-grade inflammation. Epidemiological studies suggest that physically active individuals demonstrate lower incidence rates of certain cancers, including breast and colon cancer. Moderate, consistent exercise appears to optimize immune responsiveness, whereas prolonged intense exertion without recovery may transiently suppress immune defenses. Public health guidelines therefore emphasize sustainable physical activity rather than extreme training regimens. Aerobic versus non-aerobic exercise in cancer prevention. Scientific evidence suggests that aerobic physical activity plays a more consistent role in reducing the risk of several types of cancer, including breast, colon, and endometrial cancer. Activities such as brisk walking, cycling, swimming, and jogging improve cardiovascular health, enhance immune surveillance, regulate insulin levels, and reduce chronic inflammation, mechanisms strongly associated with cancer prevention. Large epidemiological studies cited by the World Health Organization and the American Cancer Society emphasize regular moderate aerobic exercise as a key protective factor. That said, non-aerobic exercise, particularly resistance and strength training, also contributes indirectly to cancer prevention by improving muscle mass, metabolic health, and hormonal balance. Strength training supports glucose regulation and reduces obesity-related inflammation, which are known cancer risk factors. The most effective approach for long-term cancer risk reduction is therefore a combination of regular aerobic activity with moderate non-aerobic exercise, performed consistently and adapted to individual health conditions. 4. Psychoneuroimmunology, stress and sleep. Chronic psychological stress alters immune signaling through sustained activation of the hypothalamic, pituitary, adrenal, HPA axis, leading to elevated cortisol levels and suppressed immune cell activity. Long-term stress exposure has been associated with impaired immune surveillance and increased inflammatory markers. Sleep plays a critical regulatory role in immune homeostasis. Research published in journals such as Nature Reviews Immunology demonstrates that insufficient sleep negatively affects cytokine production and immune memory, potentially compromising the body's ability to respond to abnormal cellular changes. Meditation and stress reduction. Meditation is a well-established mind-body practice that helps reduce psychological and physiological stress by regulating attention, emotional responses, and nervous system activity. Regular meditation has been shown to lower activation of the stress-related sympathetic nervous system while enhancing parasympathetic responses, which promote relaxation and recovery. This shift reduces the release of stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, leading to improved emotional regulation and mental clarity. Neuroimaging studies suggest that meditation can alter brain regions involved in stress processing, including the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. By improving awareness of thoughts and emotions without judgment, meditation helps individuals respond to stressors more calmly, reducing chronic stress and its harmful effects on overall health. 5. Lifestyle risk factors and immune suppression. Exposure to tobacco smoke, excessive alcohol intake, and environmental toxins can directly impair immune cell function and promote carcinogenesis. Smoking, in particular, has been shown to suppress both innate and adaptive immune responses while increasing oxidative stress. Reducing these exposures supports immune resilience and aligns with cancer prevention strategies endorsed by the WHO and the American Cancer Society. While lifestyle modification does not eliminate cancer risk, it contributes to a physiological environment less conducive to malignant transformation. Chronotype, circadian rhythm, and cancer risk. Research suggests that an individual's chronotype, whether they are an early bird or a night owl, may be indirectly linked to cancer risk through its effects on circadian rhythm regulation. The circadian clock controls hormone secretion, DNA repair, immune function, and cell division. Disruption of this internal clock, especially through irregular sleep schedules or exposure to light at night, can interfere with these biological processes. Studies involving shift workers, who often experience chronic circadian disruption, have shown higher risks of certain cancers, particularly breast and colorectal cancer. Night owls may be more vulnerable to circadian misalignment when social and work schedules force them to wake early despite late sleep patterns, leading to chronic sleep deprivation. This misalignment has been associated with altered melatonin production, increased inflammation, and impaired immune surveillance. However, being a night owl or early bird alone does not directly cause cancer. Rather, long-term circadian disruption and poor sleep quality appear to be the key risk factors. Maintaining regular sleep, wake cycles, and sufficient sleep duration is therefore essential for minimizing potential cancer-related risks. Selected medical references for transparency and credibility. World Health Organization, WHO Cancer Prevention and Risk Factors. National Cancer Institute, NCI The Immune System and Cancer. Abbas A. K. Lichtman A. H. and Pillai S. 2021. Cellular and Molecular Immunology. Calder P. C. 2020. Nutrition, Immunity and COVID-19. BMJ Nutrition, Prevention and Health. Owen M. R. 2015. Why Sleep is Important for Health. Nature Reviews Immunology. Share this post. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Telegram, print, email. About the author. Dr. Mohammad Hossein Hariri ASL. Dr. Mohammad Hossein Hariri ASL is an English and Persian instructor, educator, researcher, inventor, published author, blogger, SEO expert, website developer, entrepreneur, and the creator of LELB Society. He's got a PhD in TEFL, teaching English as a foreign language. Number of posts, 4234. Related posts. Living with Carcinophobia, Fear of Cancer Explained. Thriving in Life, Success and Happiness. Best Breathing Technique for Anxiety and Hypersensitivity. Thriving in Life, Success and Happiness. The Cobbler Who Pretended to be a Doctor by Aesop for ESL Students. English Short Stories. Related keywords. Cancer, diet, health, immune system, lifestyle, medicine, physical exercise, sleep, stress, tumor.